Yesterday you mentioned something that I
Yes,
I just
are you
wanted
touched?
I wasn't touched. It was matcha.
Sounds like you're touched.
I wasn't touched at all.
Tell
Even
me
though
again.
I love matcha,
There we go, you were touched.
I was not really touched. It made me think about. Do you know how people socially and even on
Yes.
TikTok, where you live, and other areas, they seem to, when something's really trendy, there's almost like a force
Yes.
for you to get into it.
Yeah, like getting your driver's license.
Okay, what? Wait, no. That's not a force. That's
something you should do,
That's-
but
I
people think it's an
feel-
option, a suggestion.
no.
if I may.
You have to. But sometimes
Agreed.
people. So yes, matcha is. I will be honest. It is one of those things.
It's
where
like a trend, yes.
Yeah, but it's the trend that's so pungent in its influence that it feels like you're missing out. That's what people makes it. That people make it that way. It's like you're missing out of things. For instance, one thing that I think of is with paddle. I'm not sure if you ever played paddle.
What? I look like someone that's tried paddle.
You do.
I do.
And
And
Did you?
Listen, if you couldn't play tennis in high school, just say so.
so this is the thing. So with paddle, obviously it's very big, and the reason why I won't cave to it is because whenever I get invited to a game, they're like, Wasty, paddle game coming up Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Please come.
It's just a bunch of guys in finance just trying to be like, yo, no, paddle, bro, yeah, no, bro, yeah, bro, yeah, 2.5 bar in this paddle. Like,
So the
it's
thing
crazy.
about that is that, like, obviously I work at 10 a.m. Whenever I get invited to a paddle match, it's always 6 p.m. on a weekday night when
yeah,
I'm still
it's
here.
a school night. They must relax.
Or 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning when I'm working anyway. So that's one of the things. There are a few others that I know that are just. I just feel like I'm not going to call them these things that are not overrated. But I
Okay.
think that sometimes you get these things that you know that you will never ever subscribe to, no matter how
Totally.
big the hype, no matter
Yes.
how much it's in your face.
Okay.
So I think you mentioned one big one, which is matcha yesterday.
Yes.
Are there any others that you've been lingering with?
Yeah, totally. Ballerina pumps. What are we doing, guys? I see a girl
Yeah.
or a guy, whatever, doesn't matter, wearing ballerina like pumps, flats, right? I know how much your footeras in those shoes, bro. Like, what do you imagine? You go on a date, now you must take your shoes off at the front door, you take them off. Bro, you got mad toe jam. Your toe jam is banging, cuzzy. It's, rancid. Stop it. Why are we doing that? Stop bringing back pumps. Enough.
Pumps are, basically they are. It's sauna.
It's a sauna
feet.
for your
That's
toes.
it. Although it looks a certain way. I got quick sidebar.
Yeah.
My matric dance date wore those ballerina shoes
She
so
was
that
she
she could.
was trying to get,
Yes.
just trying to do something. That's
yes,
crazy.
that's. I
Also,
remember that.
Just a little side note.
Please
I
do.
want to know, how are you behaving when that like turd in a dress sock is coming off your heel? Because it makes me angry. A sock comes off my heel in my shoe.
But this is why I would love for you to just there's the snork. Crystal, is there something that's come to your doorstep and it's like, no, I will never subscribe to that no matter how hype it gets? Hey, Crystal?
Hi, Cole. Okay, so this is for my colored people. I just want to say, when did hiking become a thing at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I'll tell you. Hiking became a thing when you go out the night before and you guys are all chatting amongst yourselves and you're getting excited and you're like, you know what we should do? We should go on a hike tomorrow. No one wants to go on a hike.
No, I remember growing up.
Yes.
We went to Westgate Mall, go watch the boys singing.
Yeah.
Or we would prepare ourselves for the matinee at Westgate City. But when did this hiking thing become a thing?
Yeah, no, it's not for me either.
I don't know where it happened, but it's so true how you make plans the night before. And the thing is, you were in the middle of gala the night before and you were like, no, we should go. And then next thing you know, that's when it became a thing. But you mentioned the boys now. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
And you were vibing to stay the night, I remember.
You know, stay the night. That was the thing.
Yes, you weren't on the mountain. Stay on the mountain. No. That's it. Oh, okay, so thank you. So clearly you're not a hiker. No hikes for you, eh?
No, thank you, eh?
I won't tell Lion's Head if you won't.
And Lion's Head has seen a lot. Yeah.
Too much.
Seen way too much. Okay, just a quick one on what you mentioned about ballerina pumps.
Ballerina flats,
Okay,
ballerina pumps.
you have a response from Ramona.
Oh, okay,
it's fine. It's
Ramona.
fine.
Jy praat van pumps. I never owned a pair of
My
pumps.
girl.
I refuse to have
My girl.
rasvoete.
Thank
And I
you.
refuse to add little coasies that's gonna ras in the schooner on the footer, you know.
You know what happens? You know the secret socks, eh?
Yeah.
It actually ends up like
She
under
can't
the
talk about
toe.
them.
It ends under the toe and absorbs all of that. That's what you were talking about.
I'm sorry,
There's
guys.
like a little crumble over there. Okay.
Sisa.
And then here's another one that individuals are not subscribing to.
Hi, Carl and Cassidy. For me, it's afval. Afval carry, afval pot. Nothing will ever happen to me if I don't ever eat it. And I never will.
I totally agree.
you a fan?
No,
No,
I
Affel for
can't
you.
for Affel. I also don't give me tongue. Christmas time, don't give me tongue. More for you.
Right. So no mistletoe either. Clearly. Another one.
iPhones and Stanley mugs. Phone is a phone. I can call for WhatsApp. I can call it. Doesn't need to be an iPhone. And why these big JoJo tanks that you're traveling with? Leave them alone.
I agree with the Stanley Cup. The iPhone, on the other hand, I'm sorry. Why are you trying to take a photo of the moon with your Android?
What do you mean?
Android users always be like, look, I can take a photo of the moon. And I'm like, but why do you need to?
Because that person just wants to make a call.
Yeah,
Get onto
sure.
WhatsApp.
Just
you know?
start recording the grass
Yes.
and there you see like Bugs Life Part 2.
I'm not out here trying to like airdrop everybody on the plane.
Maybe
you know what
if
I'm
I
saying?
wanted, at least if I wanted
Right?
to, I could.
Imagine just taking a picture. Here we go. Watch my ballerina
Tell
pumps.
me one
eh?
thing, Carl.
Yes.
Which of your 500 cameras must I look at when you take a photo?
Let me just see.
You don't even know.
You choose.
I don't subscribe to your Android
my
living.
word. So many things. This is all sparked by you, Cassidy, because
Yeah,
yesterday you mentioned
listen.
matcha, and some people were.
You know you don't have to drink it. Like, you don't.
I enjoy its effects. I actually
Okay.
saw a documentary about how all of the antioxidant properties of matcha
Oh
really
my
cleanses the soul and the skin, adds to longevity as well, which is always good.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let
Okay.
you know that.
All right.
Well, you know what? I'm actually going to bring you a nice matcha
I
tomorrow.
would actually hate that. Please don't.
It's well, I think I do have a responsibility to give you some good matcha
You really
tomorrow.
don't.
Yes,
But,
I do.
okay, whatever.
But there were a few other things that jumped in that I think
Let's hear
are
it.
worthwhile with regard to the stuff that you will never, ever subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
This is one that came through as well.
Hello, Coal City. Stanley
Okay.
mugs. How do you know that they've got a Stanley mug?
They'll tell you.
They show you,
Oh,
or they tell you.
Has the Stanley Cup taken over from CrossFit now?
no, listen. They coexist, which is the worst thing. Going to a private all boys school, doing CrossFit, matcha. I said it again,
Do you
and
think
I'll
that-
say it again.
are they all part of the same DNA?
The boo-boos, they all come from the same place.
Really?
They all come from
Like,
the same
is there
place.
like a hamper from that certain place that you get?
You either are getting oh so heavenly products,
Yes.
or you're just getting fed that nonsense from someone. Oh my goodness, look, this has been like no one cares. Sorry, I'm so angry.
I can tell. Like, don't worry, I'll calm.
don't
I'll
bring me a
calm you
matcha
down.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna bring it to you. You're gonna love it. Another thing that came through is this one over here. Take a listen.
So it's something I don't subscribe to is smartwatches. Because, again, we used to have these things when I was a kid called the Tamagotchi, which was a little animal on a little computer that we had to keep alive.
I am the animal.
The smartwatch has turned people into Tamagotchis. The smartwatch makes you that you're trying to keep yourself alive by checking what's happening. Has it had enough sleep? Has it eaten? Did it go for a run? Did it go for a poop? Yeah. We've turned ourselves into Tamagotchis. Well, not me. I haven't got a smartwatch. But the smartwatch people are Tamagotchis.
Wow.
I must say, I quite like looking like a Power Ranger though, wearing like an evening gown with my smartwatch.
Like a Ben 10, actually.
You know
That's
what
the
I mean?
reference.
I'm about to just
slap on it and I can become whatever. I can become a runner. I can become anything.
anything.
Yo.
The Flash Drive with Carl Wasty.
KFM
94.5.